Heather Kilpatrick is running for Congress in the state of Georgia, the 11th district. Heather is a former Georgia Republican, converted in part by one Pete Buttigieg, and she is looking to take this congressional seat away from an incumbent Republican. His name is Barry Loudermilk. You can find out all you need to know about Heather by going to her campaign website, heatherforgeorgia.com. I'm going to regrettably pass on the question of how your entire Republican family is dealing with you switching to the Democrats and running as a Democrat, but that gives us the opportunity for another interview down the road about how to deal with Republicans in the family. But let me just say this, you are from a deep red family and you have made this choice because you know what is right for you, and you clearly have the interests of your constituents at heart. Do you feel that there are other people in the South or in Georgia, or perhaps people you know, that also felt that connection to Pete, that were former Republicans? I mean, do you experience that in your neck of the woods?
I do. I've run into several people that are big Pete Buttigieg fans and have kind of moved parties more or less. Some are still on the fence a little bit. Some have completely converted over, and some just still kind of vote their heart, which is fantastic. I think Pete has shown them that there can be someone that's, you know, a more moderate, that can be honest and open and upfront and not just play these dirty games of politics that you so often see. And I think that's what resonated with a lot of people about Pete is he just was very open and honest and told it like it was, but he didn't play these dirty games. And especially with him being LGBTQ, it resonated as well. He didn't apologize for it. He just, this is who I am, and I am here. I'm going to do a fantastic job, and this is why. Everything about him, it was just fantastic. And I always loved his message about towards Donald Trump. Like, you know, when you were going on season 7 of The Apprentice, I was packing up my boots for Afghanistan. You know, what comeback do you have to that? Like, nothing. So.
Certainly a candidacy that I imagine a lot of people are going to be trying to emulate as we move closer to 22. You mentioned also the insurrection, the Trump insurrection on January 6th had a powerful effect on you and was one of the big motivators that led you into taking the dive into running for Congress. What are your impressions of how that went down and how Congress is dealing with the aftermath of it?
So watching everything unfold on January 6th was just horrifying, and I felt powerless. I work in healthcare, and after a year of feeling powerless and helpless already, I just couldn't take it anymore. I had to do something. And then you had them still, even after this attack, you still had all these Republicans not vote to certify the election. I just don't understand that. You just had a domestic terrorist attack on your place of employment, on the Capitol, the heart of America, and you're not going to vote to certify the election. And it was incited by Donald Trump. He literally just talked to the people and told them to go do it. It was horrifying, like the way it all played out and how it's still playing out. I think every one of those senators who did not take part in the vote, I think every single one of them should have to go to dinner with Brian Sicknick's family. A personal, intimate dinner, one by one, Brian Sicknick's family. And you should have to tell them why you didn't show up. What was more important than taking that vote?
I would pay money to watch that dinner happen. They could broadcast it on pay-per-view, and I would pay just about any price.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't wish that on Brian Sicknick's family. They deserve better than that, but they also deserve an answer. You know, they deserve an answer, because that's not okay. You skipped out on a vote. That's your job. We're paying you to be there. Like, I honestly, you know, Barry Loudermilk's a perfect example. He skipped out on like over 50% of the vote in 2020, and it was virtual. Not much of an excuse there.
Couldn't swing the time.
Couldn't swing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could do it in your underwear in the living room. Not much excuse there. But I really think they should move to, if you don't vote, I'm sorry, you don't get paid for the day. It's that simple. It's our tax dollars paying for this. So if you're not going to vote on behalf of the people, then why are we paying you? I just think it's that simple.
It's time to rebuild our communities and ensure that we all have the means to care and provide for our families. That is why I'm excited to announce that I am running for Congress in Georgia's 11th District. Our campaign is about recovery, not going back to the status quo before COVID, but a recovery that fulfills our desire to build a resilient, equitable, and healthy community for all Georgians. It's time all Americans have access to affordable health care and work that inspires and sustains us. I am ready to stand up for the community, and I hope you are too. Join us at heatherforgeorgia.com.
Congratulations again on taking this step and all of the new and wonderful experiences that this step will bring you. Heather Kilpatrick, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you for having me. This was a lot of fun. Thanks.